Lawyer and current affairs analyst Dr. Maxwell Opara, who is vying for a seat in the House of Representatives on the platform of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, joins us now to talk about his aspirations and the journey so far. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Opara.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Now, Dr. Opara, I think the first question on many people's minds is you have a long history of holding government to account through the court system as a lawyer. So what made you want to now contest for the House of Representatives and join the work of government?
Because we felt that those who has been representing us failed to carry out their responsibility as a lawmaker. Because one of the primary duties of a lawmaker is oversight function, to call the executive to order, to ensure that things are moving as it is. Now, as I speak to you, I'm speaking from Mbise in Imo State. I'm telling you that the 3 local governments we have in Imo State, no road. When I mean no road, absolutely no road. From Mbise to Aba, from no road. Now you ask yourself, does this place do we have adequate representation? And nobody has been able to bring it to the people. Now you also see how the constituency allowances are being misused. People thought that constituency allowance is their own right. No oversight function. Nobody's checkmating all these things. We felt that we are tired of criticizing. We are tired of fighting from our side. We are tired of trying to use the instruments of the court to correct these anomalies. But this is not working. Why we have all it takes? We are qualified academically, physically, mentally, financially, and what have you. What will stop us from going into that place? To tell people what representation is all about. A lawmaker, you don't go there and start looking for contracts. You don't go there and start looking for lands. You don't go there. You go there to make laws. You go there to checkmate, to ensure that the laws you pass is being implemented. You ensure that the budget you pass is being implemented. You checkmate the president. Not also you will be there. Most of them don't even know the laws they pass. Most of them don't even know the kind of laws they pass. You see, we witness it in the electoral acts, where most of them don't even know that the clauses that are into that electoral act. So we are tired of sending incompetent persons in the house. Those of us who feel that we have all it takes to give Nigeria the best, we have decided to come on board. Instead of every time jumping into courtroom, filing actions, filing processes in Federal High Court, asking Federal High Court to declare, where you know that you can even do it. Now you check, you ask yourself, why is it that when after passing a law, the law you pass in less than 6 months, court has declared some provisions of all those laws inconsistency with the Constitution, which means you do not even check that laws before you even passing it and sending it to the president for assent. So that is the reason why we decided to come on board.
No, very well said, but then I'm wondering why you decided to go with the platform of the NDC instead of going for other well-established political parties. We know that the NDC is still building its national presence and, its legitimacy is even still being challenged in court. Do you believe that that presents a disadvantage, or do you see it as an opportunity to really offer voters a genuine alternative?
Of course, it's a genuine alternative. The worst thing that can ever happen to somebody with integrity, somebody with credibility, to associate himself with PDP or APC. Immediately, you no matter how integrity or how honest you are, immediately you get yourself involved with APC, the ruling party, people will know, people will adjure you as a corrupt person, somebody who doesn't even believe in the rule of law. Of course, everybody knows what APC stands for. APC stands for impunity, stand for attacking opponent, stand for using instrumentality of the government to fight against opponents, stand for corruption. Have you not seen it? Stand for creating a fake agency. So, APC is all about negativity. So NDC is a new party that decided to go by credibility. I told you how I emerged in my primary. The people that contested the primary with me, they are more richer than me. But NDC allow internal party democracy to prevail, and I emerged. Watch all the people that emerged in NDC, from the president to the last person. Watch them, and you also watch how the other political parties, especially that of APC, how their primary is being conducted. 100, 1,005. That is what we saw. So comparing NDC with the APC and some other political party is out of it. So we decided to go for integrity and honesty.
And speaking of integrity and honesty, you've, in your role as a lawyer, you've always been a champion of government accountability, including the National Assembly, which you have the possibility of now joining. So if you do win this seat, what is the first thing you would like to tackle? What are some of the major issues you want to focus on?
Well, as the campaign will be taken off by next month, August, I'm going to first of all let my people of Mbise Federal Constituency to know the amount of money that have entered in Mbise from 1999 up to date. So you now discover that these guys are demons. These guys have no conscience. You can't see this kind of money entering in a constituency like Ahazun, the federal constituency. There is no functional healthcare system in this community. There is no good road in this community. There is no public functional water system owned by government in this community. Then does it mean that we don't have representation? Because whatever thing that comes gets into private pocket. So when I get to that place, as the constituency allowance is coming, it should be published. The people of Ayazun should know it. They should see it. How much was given for a constituency project? What is the project? The project will be seen and be done. That one is on that. Then two, before we pass any law, I'm a researcher. I have written many law books. I'm a lecturer. I have published many articles as a law lecturer. Now, before any law will be passed, I will scrutinize it. I will check it, place it side by side with the Constitution. Whether that particular law is inconsistent with the Constitution, whether it will be inconsistent with an established law, before I will now give my consent. I'm not going there to sleep. I'm not going there for anybody, for you to bring any budget. Well, I will first of all check whether the agency do exist, whether the law that established the agency, who is operating that agency, how a lot of things will be done. I'm going to assist the Nigerians. Issue of budget pardon, it will not happen in my own during my own time, because whatever budget that is going to be passed, I will make sure that I go through it. So, and I will also publish it before the people in my website, make people know, so that once you see another budget different from what I give, so that people can raise questions. I'm going to carry people along. It's going to be inclusivity. I'm going to carry everybody along in my legislative program. I will open door for seasoned lawyers, for journalists, for them to question. Of course, you know that I'm an analyst. I will always come to Arise. I will always come to other media houses to tell them what we are doing. Where they are not doing it well, I will raise alarm. I will let people know I'm not a party to this. Look at what they are trying to do. I'm not a party to this. Let it be on record that I am dissenting from what they are saying. Of course, the majority will have their way, the minority will have their say. But when you see my say, you know that yes, it will help them, it will help other people who want to corrupt, who want to indulge in corruption to say no. And that's why you see most of them, they don't want people like us to come into that house. But my people of Mbise, they are on ground, they have been doing everything. There are people that have been mobilizing people. In fact, people that don't even have PVC, because of they say that NDC has given me ticket, they have started going to register, going to do their transfer since I came into this village. So I will make Nigeria proud. I will make the people of Mbise proud. That is how much I can say.
Now, Dr. Opara, I mean, listening to you, one will feel that there's hope, you know, for Nigeria. But then I'm sure you know that many Nigerians have become disillusioned with their elected representatives. Why should voters trust that your own tenure will be different if you get a chance, knowing that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely? We've seen in the past, you know, some people that we thought were on the side of the majority, and when they finally got a shot at power, you know, got a short at being in the seat of power, holding political office, we've seen the way they've turned against the people and just became part of the same old mode of governance. So how would you assure Nigerians that you're not just talking a fine game, but you will actually walk the talk?
When my father was alive, my father said that if you know how your wife will be when your wife is old, that you should watch your mother-in-law. Anybody who tell you that is going to do this, the person should tell you what he has done. My dear sister, I've never worked in any government apart from when I did my youth service as Federal Minister of Justice. I've been a private practitioner. Anything that you see me I have in this world is my own personal effort. I have been in a private practice. I can tell you that in this particular community in Bise, I don't spend anything less than 500, 1 million naira every month on people's medical care. P2B said that you should go and verify. You should come to this town and verify. I have many graduates that I have produced. I have many people that are in my free education because I have Maxwell Opara Charity Foundation. What am I trying to say? If I am doing this thing with my own hard-earned money, how much more when I get to that place? Of course, God has blessed me beyond measure. So what I said is that if you see all the public interest litigations I'm filing in court, I'm using my money to be doing it. Nobody's paying me. If I can be challenging government with my own private personal effort, private profession, private everything, how much more when I have the mandate of the people? I will do well. I will represent people very well. I don't know what to mean by change. A criminal is always a criminal. A fraudster is always a fraudster. Somebody who is an honest person. I can assure you that there are some people that are doing well in that National Assembly. Check somebody like Obiagocha. Check someone like Ikengo Gochin. We have people that are doing well, and the people know that they are doing well. But there are some people that their people don't even know their name. Come to me, say here, I will sponsor their right school. Come to me, say an act of Maxwell. They will tell you who is Maxwell and what Maxwell stood for. And that's why you see most of them spending their money, spending everything, mobilizing people, telling people to go and register. I want to tell you, in Ahazun and Essence, a local government, the INEC officials there will tell you, since NDC has given me this ticket, majority of people have 2 pin. Start registering. It is what somebody can do. I can't afford to offend them.
Yes.
That is the much I can say.
Very well said. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Maxwell Opara.